Happy morning, dear children. Valga Valamudan. Yes, what is on the screen? It's a plain screen, yes, no? Yes. So, what lesson today? What lesson today you're going to learn? Which chapter? Yes, the Mughal Empire. It's in history. Okay. So, fifth chapter in history, the Mughal Empire. Okay, that is the chapter for you today. That. Okay. Yeah, the children. Last week, that is the previous session. You heard about how the Mughals entered to our country. Okay. By the Babur. Okay, Babur, the Mughal peoples have the consent in two areas. Okay, one is the Genghis Khan area in their mother side and the Timur in their father side. Okay, Mongols. So we saw how the Babur entered to the subcontinent. At that time, who was the ruler in the Delhi? Ibrahim Lodi. Okay. So he fought with the Ibrahim Lodi and he captured the Delhi. In the Mughals period only, their capitals changed Delhi to Agra. Okay. Yes. First we can see about the rise of Mughal Empire. See, the green color shaded portion is captured by the Mughal Empire. The subcontinent entirely came to their control. In this one, some parts of Andhra Pradesh, some parts of Kerala and few parts of Karnataka is not under the control of Mughal people. Okay. So last year we discussed in our class. See, Tamil Nadu and Kerala have their own cultures. There is no mixing. Why means this is the proof for that. Because all the people came from north side, they entirely get tired after they cross that Vindhya and Satpura ranges, even the Narmada and Krishna river. So they are not ready to enter and conquer the South India fully. That's why the culture of the Tamil Nadu and the Kerala have their original. Okay. Yes. Mughal Empire, their classic period, just I am given here. You see, Babur entered, that is 30th April 1526 to 26 December 1530. So how many years he ruled? Just 4 years. Then Humayun, 26 December to, that is 15 after his father's death. 1530 to 17 May, that is 1540, 10 years. And again he went to Iran. Why? Okay, that we see in the book. And 22 February to 1555 to 27 January 1556, 1 year only. Then again where he went, then Akbar came to the throne, that is January 27, 1556 to 27 October 1605. So such a long period. Okay, such a long period, nearly 40 years ruled over, 50 years ruled over by Akbar. So the historians say Akbar made the consolidated government for the Mughal rulers. Then Jahangir, he started his power in 15th October, that is 16th century 1605 and 8th November 1627. And Shah Jahan, 8th November 1627 to 2nd August 1658. Then Aurangzeb, 31 July 1658 and 3rd March 1707. Yes, children, here you see that Babur end period is 26 December. Humayun's starting period is 26 December the same year. Humayun's end period is 27 January 1556. That is the starting period for Akbar 27. Then Akbar's end is 27th October 1605. That is the starting for Jahangir 15. No, it is changed. Why it is changed? The above three is coming in the correct order. Why Jahangir's changed? And Jahangir's end is 8th November 1627 and Shah Jahan start in the same day, same year. And Aurangzeb's are changed. Why it has happened? What happened? Okay, I will say the interesting stories later. Why it has changed? Okay, yes. First, Babur. We saw the founder of the Mughal Empire on the Indian subcontinent. His real name was Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur. Was born on 14th February 1483. Sometimes also spelled Babur or Babur. Okay. He founded the Mughal Empire after his victories at the Battle of Panipat and the Battle of Kanwa. Okay. Yes, the first battle Ibrahim Lodi with him that he got the place. Okay. The first battle of Panipat on 21st April in 1526 was fought between the invading forces of Babur and the Lodi Empire. Okay, children? Yes. Next. The Battle of Kanwa. Listen, this is very important. That's why I given. The Battle of Kanwa was fought near the village of Kanwa, about 60 km west of Agra on March 17, 1527. It was the second major battle fought in modern day India by the first Mughal Emperor Babur after the Battle of Panipat. After Babur fell seriously ill, he died at the age of 47 on 26 December in 1530 and was succeeded by Humayun. Okay, yes, that's they are given. That Babur, we know something about Babur in previously what Babur's fathers in the Timur's descendants and their mothers Chengiz Khan, Mongolia's descendants. When he came to 13th year to the throne, the Uzbeks, the another group of Mongols, threw the Babur out of his throne. So the Babur invaded so many places in the near the subcontinent, and in the 1527 he entered to the Delhi and conquered the and invaded the Delhi and he captured the Delhi, defeated the Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, yes. Humayun was a wonderful character in the Mughal because his father was a great founder of Mughal Empire, and after a lot of struggle and war, he firmly stood here in India. At the same time, Humayun in the history and historian says that Humayun was not strong like his daddy, that is his father, and also like his son Akbar. Okay, so Humayun was always in a wavering mind, and also his brother was not allowed him to rule and concentrate his ruling in fulfilled way. Okay, so Humayun always roaming from here that India to Iran. In this way he completed his power. Okay, so Humayun with his father Babur, what that picture. Yes. Humayun succeeded his father in 1531 as ruler of the Mughal territories in India. At the age of 23, Humayun was an inexperienced ruler when he came to power. It is 23 age, but Babur came to his throne in 13th age, 14th age itself. Here Humayun's age is 23, but even though he came to inexperienced, he has not have any experience about the ruling. Okay, yes, that's they are saying. Page number 48. Humayun divided the inheritance according to the will of his father. Inheritance means he is not following his father's desires. His brothers were each given a provisions. That time the Mughal rulers divide after they are died or after their power, they divide everything equally and share to every children. So the ambitions of his brother Mirza Kamran weakened Humayun's guard against Afghan competitors. Now Humayun guarded by the Afghanistan people and also the Sher Sur's dynasty, a brave ruler Sher Shah. Okay, Sher Shah Suri or Sur dynasty Sher Khan. Okay, Sher Khan defeated Humayun's at Sauza, that was a place, in 1539 and Kanuj in 1540, forcing him to flee to Iran. Flee means fly to Iran. That Sher Khan was braveful and powerful Sur dynasty king. He was a Samanta under the control of our Babur. Okay. So now he got a power and he threw the Humayun. Okay. So this time the Humayun escaped to the Iran. In what way, children, you know? That time and all people not use the iron can or plastic can for drinking water. Do you know that places are Afghanistan, Pakistan and part of Punjab, Rajasthan are desert area. So what they used to store water means they used the animal skin as bag. Okay, in that bag they used to store the water like barrels. In those times they used. So how this Humayun escaped from Delhi to, that is Kanuj to Iran means a king kept his in a water bag, that is animal skin bag with air. In that way he escaped to the Iran. There was a king Safavid Shah. Okay, Safavid Shah, like that king helped the Humayun to bring his kingdom again. Okay, he helped to Humayun to recapture Delhi in 55, but died the next year after an accident in this building. He in the upbuilding from he fell down and he died. That is the history says to us. Okay, yes. Sher Shah Suri defeated Humayun's at Chauza in 1539, at Kanuj in 1540. Expelling means send it in a harsh way from India. While wandering from one place to the other, his son Akbar was born at Amarkot in October 15 in the year of 1542. Akbar born in the Amarkot near Rajasthan. Okay, children. Next, Humayun's dome. Small thing about Humayun. Humayun's dome in Delhi, India. Humayun conquered the Punjab, Delhi and Agra and reoccupied the throne of Delhi after an interval of 15 years. Humayun slipped and fell down the stairs and fractured his skull. His was then carried to the palace. He died on January 26, 1556. Then who will the next king? Yes, the great Akbar. Okay. Abul Fath Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, known as the Great, Akbar the Great. Okay. He was born on 14th October 1542. He was Mughal emperor from 1556 until his death. Okay, why they are saying like this? Because we saw what happened in the Humayun's life. He was the third and one of the greatest rulers of the Mughal dynasty in India. In 1556, Humayun died. Just months after retaking Delhi, Akbar ascended the Mughal throne at the age of 13 and became Shahin Shah, King of Kings. His regent was Bairam Khan, his childhood guardian and an outstanding warrior and statesman. Okay, children, till this we will see the Akbar in the next 15 minutes. Akbar and his son Jahangir. Okay, please you wait.